¿Pero quién te ha dicho eso?
¿El padre?
¿El padre?
Bueno, sí, me lo dijo usted.
Ay, es verdad. Se me había olvidado. Sí, es verdad.
¿La abuela se está muriendo?
Que sí, pesadas. No me acordaba. Luego os cuento.
¡Ay! A mí me da.
¿Qué te pasa? ¿Qué te pasa?
¡Ay! ¿Que tu madre se va a morir?
¿Qué?
Pues la mía ya se ha muerto. ¡Ay! Rosaura ha vuelto. Ya puedo volver a casa. ¿Qué? ¿Me vas a dejar? Ay, ¿cómo? ¿Me habías dejado por ella? Ah, no, eso sí que... ¡Ah! Ahora sí. ¡Ah! Ahora
¡Ya ha
sí
roto
que me
aguas! ¡Javier! ¡Javier!
Javi.
¡Ya ha roto aguas!
Vamos al coche. Rocío, Paulita, Carlota, Paco,
venga,
recolecta el resto y me los traes.
¡Paco! ¡Cógeme el bolso!
¿Y el mío? El
Venga.
mío.
Relaja, cariño, relaja. Inspira, expira. Inspira, expira.
Mira, como me vuelvas a decir eso una sola vez más.
Es normal, ya sabe que durante el parto la toman contra el padre.
Hoy durante el parto le llevo teniendo manía desde hace 6 meses.
A ver, vamos a ver. Respire y cuando venga la siguiente contracción quiero que apriete con todas sus fuerzas. Agárrese bien, venga.
Voy.
Ahora, venga, ahora.
¿Quiere cortar el cordón?
Mejor no. Como tenemos tantos, así no la perdemos. Es broma, mujer. Qué poco sentido del humor. Corto.
Fuerte.
Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. This will be a short and quick, to the point video, but I found this as I was meditating on something about the times that we're coming into, right? And I want to focus in on the third verse of 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. But I'm going to start from the top. Excuse me. It says, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Now a thief comes at night, what? To catch you unsuspectingly, right? Nobody's supposed to be up at that time of night, right? That's why they come at night, right? They come at a time when people are at rest. So the Lord is going to return to the earth when people are in a restful mindset, when people think that things is safe, right? Which really, not so much the Lord, because he's going to come, in the midst of, the heaviness of the calamities hitting upon the earth, but really speaking more so, to Jacob's trouble, right? All hell breaking loose, right? That's what's going to happen. That day of the Lord is going to come upon people as a thief in the night, unsuspectingly, right? Verse 3, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." And that's why I played the video right there, where you see from beginning to end about what? The woman going through the labor pains, going through the travail, right? And that's essentially what the last days, right? The day of the Lord, all hell breaking loose, Jacob's trouble is going to be like. It's going to be one day like you saw that woman that what? She was there talking, then she started getting what? And then what? The water broke, because you heard them say agua, right? Meaning what? The water broke. I understand that was in Spanish. I couldn't find the video in English, right? But when they said agua, that's water, meaning that what? Her water broke. So it's like, yo, come on. We got to take her to the hospital immediately. So when all hell breaks loose, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be sudden. It's going to come out of nowhere. As with the woman when she is in labor, when her water breaks, that what? It's like, oh, snap. This just came out of nowhere. Now we got to hurry. We got to rush. And that's when it's going to be like. Now, although it didn't show fully all the, when they be telling the woman to push, and she be like, and she be in pain and all that, screaming and things like that. But that's what the last days are going to be like. Right? Or should I say the last days, the hardcore parts, right? Jacob's trouble. That's what it's going to be like. And the same way, like a woman who is giving birth to that child, she cannot push that child back in. Once it's time for that child to come out, that child is coming out. And it's going to be the same thing with Jacob's trouble. Once Jacob's trouble really fully starts kicking off, when things start getting hot and heavy, there is no, whoa, 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 let's stop. No, 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 no. The same way when they were saying, agua, agua, once that water broke, they knew it's time. We got to go. We got to get to the hospital because this baby is coming. Same thing with Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is coming. There is no stopping. There's no, whoa, 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 let's slow down. Let's roll it back. No. This is going to happen. That's why the Apostle Paul used as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. That woman can't escape the pains until what? Until that baby be delivered. It's going to be the same way for people during the time of Jacob's trouble. You're not going to be delivered out of it. You're not going to escape it. And some people are going to have to go through that whole thing of Jacob's trouble. Right, just as well as us, Lord's willing, we be a part of that number, the elect, that what? We're going to have to go through the whole thing as well. But the Lord will be with us. He will deliver us through certain things. He will guide his elect, as the Lord said, right? If I'm not mistaken, and I'll get that. If I'm not mistaken, in Isaiah 43. Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 2. But when thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. See, the water and the fire is likened unto that tribulation, right? Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. But what the Lord said that what? When you go through the water, right? Because we're going to be in the midst of that, but what? The water is not going to overflow. It's not going to overtake us. Right, the fire is not going to kindle upon us. It's not going to burn upon us. So the Lord is going to be our help, our stay in that time. As the scriptures say in Proverbs 18 and 10, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. Verse 3, for I am the Lord thy God, the Holy One of Israel, thy Savior. See? But going back, and I'll even play it again so you can see.
¿Padre?
Bueno, sí, me lo dijo usted.
Ay, es verdad. Se me había olvidado. Sí, es verdad.
¿La abuela se está muriendo?
Que sí, pesadas. No me acordaba. Luego os cuento.
See that pain that she sees? That's how it's going to be spiritually for people. It's going, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on with all this stuff? That's how people are going to be.
A mí me da.
¿Qué te pasa? ¿Qué te pasa?
Ay, que tu madre se va a morir.
¿Qué?
Pues la mía.
But you see, the opposite is going to happen in the world because you see, people are coming to help. But when all hell breaks loose, when the day of the Lord comes upon as a thief in the night, think about it, the same thing. When that thief is in your house, it's just you and whoever is in that house with you dealing with that. Ain't nobody coming to your house, hey, come help us. Nah. It's you. You got to fend off that thief. You got to deal with that. You see, right here, she has people coming to her aid to help her out. In the time of Jacob's trouble, ain't nobody coming to help nobody else out. Everybody's going to be feeling the birth pains. Everybody's going to be dealing with stuff. Ain't nobody going to be out here trying to help each other out. No, it's every man for himself.
Ella se ha muerto. Ay, Rosaura ha vuelto. Ya puedo volver a casa. ¿Qué? ¿Me vas a dejar? Ay, ¿cómo? ¿Me habías dejado por ella? Ah, no, eso sí que... ¡Ah! Ahora sí. ¡Ah! Ahora sí que...
aguas! ¡Javier!
Javi.
¡Se ha roto aguas!
Vamos al coche. Rocío, Paulita, Carlota, Paco, recolecta el resto y me los traes.
¡Paco! ¡Cógeme el bolso!
¿Y el mío? El mío.
Relaja, cariño, relaja. Inspira, expira.
Right? And you see how she's having to push the baby out. It's going to be the same thing. People are going to be going through the struggles of Jacob's trouble, right? And like it said, going back to, let me see what this says in a different translation. Right. The Amplified, right? It says, while they are saying peace and safety, all is well and secure. Then, in a moment unforeseen, destruction will come upon them suddenly, like labor pains on a woman with child, and they will absolutely not escape, for there will be no way to escape the judgment of the Lord. Same way as the woman cannot escape giving that birth. There's no snap your fingers. If you ever watch Dragon Ball Super, when Bulma was pregnant with Bulla, right? The daughter of Vegeta's daughter, Whis was able to use his wand and just, take out the baby. The baby was just born. Now, there's not going to be none of that type of magical stuff with Snap. No. The same way the woman has to go through the procedure, the steps of pushing out that child out of her stomach, people are going to have to go through the procedure, the steps. The same thing of Jacob's trouble. People are going to have to feel it. The same way that woman is feeling the pain, as you can see here. Right? Look at her face. See that? That's going to be people. They're going to have to go through it. They're going to have to feel every bit of that. And this is for those who didn't want to take heed. But just continue. I'll read a little bit more. Verse 4, but it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Why? Because we know what's going on. That's why in the first verse, Paul said, but of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Because you already know what's up. You already put up on game. You already see what's happening. Verse 5, ye are all children of light and children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. See? So that's what we have to do. We have to watch, right? A person who's watching is what? Awake, attentive. All right? A person that is sleeping is in rest mode. That's why as the day of the Lord shall come upon them as a thief in the night. How do people act when they hear a noise in the house? Hey, what's that? What's going on? They're startled. They're scared. Right? They're caught, as the saying goes, with their pants down. So it's like, yo, what's going on? But those who are watching, it's like, oh, I see you. You ain't getting past nobody. I see exactly what's going on. All right, just play a little bit more of the video.
Inspira, expira. Inspira, expira.
Mira, como me vuelvas a decir eso una sola vez más.
Es normal, ya sabe que durante el parto la toman contra el padre.
Hoy durante el parto le llevo teniendo manía desde hace 6 meses.
A ver, vamos a ver. Respire y cuando venga la siguiente contracción quiero que apriete con todas sus fuerzas. Agárrese bien, venga.
Voy.
Ahora, venga, ahora.
And that's the same thing that's going to happen, but spiritually, right? The same way, again, like I said, that woman's going to have to go through all the pain, right? Women have to go through all the pain of giving birth, right? There's not going to be no C-section for Jacob's trouble to make it easier or whatever. No. People are going to have to feel the full force of Jacob's trouble, the full force of the judgment of the Lord. So just wanted to, bring that scripture to life with, a video just to paint the picture. So I'll end the video here. Lord's willing, that was edifying and informative. In ending, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the Phalek. Shalom.